What makes the Hollywood Hot Dogs the underdog team? Dude, it's on our shirt. We're literal weenies, okay? And these weenies are hard. Competitors. Our weenies are hard for competition. When we compete with a hard wiener.
Well, what makes the hot dog wieners is their lack of confidence, their general flimsy attitude, and I mean, the smell, honestly. I don't know if you've ever smelled hot dog water. It's the drippings of sausages that collect in a pool and they kind of congeal. That's really what the hot dogs are giving.
They brought me into this district to get these two schools right. I thought it'd be a fun way to decide who gets the most funding for the year, because we certainly don't have enough for even one school, let alone two.
There's two schools? I thought it was one school and they're on different teams.
When has that ever happened? Does your school have two football teams that fight?
My bad. My bad.
We're gonna pulverize the hot dogs. And I'm gonna drink it like a smoothie.
When I hear about all the cow pie this team is talking, it really gets to me, but truthfully, it gets to my teammate Angela even more.
The Dairy Cows tried to refer to us as the villains of all of that, but that just didn't make any sense. Like, we weren't trash talking.
You've always looked like shit, and you've never learned how to fix it.
We weren't saying anything mean.
You're last!
No, you're stupid.
Or rude or loud. Like, we were keeping to ourselves. They were the ones that were shouting things at us, and it was out of pocket.
Angela was definitely shouting some things back.
I don't remember Angela saying anything.
Smack talk doesn't affect me because at one point I was an athlete, unlike a lot of these other people who just like sat on a computer all day and then did like theater classes or whatever.
Can you tell me more about your athletic experience?
Yeah, so about 20 years ago, I was in athletics.
It's just, I don't know how much of the footage we're gonna be able to use of Angela because of the sound, the piercing shrill. Production gave us all earplugs. I know the weenies had their own earplugs next to Angela, just to protect from the noise.
What would you compare that noise to?
Have you heard of a banshee?
The reason I decided to not wear shoes when I ran was because as a kid, I remember racing people in the streets. And, you know, I've always had a good grip with the bottoms of my feet, so I decided to do it again. I hope it goes well.
Keith, literally before we started running, I was tying my shoes tight and I said, you should tie your shoes tight. You said, no, I'm gonna run, no shoes. I said, okay. My dad used to run track with no shoes. He'd take off his socks. He said, no. I got socks for this. Who puts on socks to run on turf? Keith, what are you doing?
I did leave my socks on because I don't want people to see my feet.
Right.
Yeah, I got real ugly feet. Do y'all want to see them? No?
That's okay.
No? I can show you my feet if you want to see them.
No, we're good.
Okay, cool.
I don't think,
All right.
Yeah,
I do think having the socks on was the reason I slipped and fell. Shout out to Noah for telling me to probably take them off, but I don't listen to him. He tries to tell me what to do all the time. He thinks he's my big brother, but I'm the bigger brother, I guess. He also thinks he's my husband.
Keith had this wonderful strategy called failing. And so he made sure no one else on our team could get 12th by getting that spot. So it was a kind act.
I've been trying to be athletic recently, specifically for Summer Games. So I know I can run really fast. I feel really confident with everyone else.
Tommy's been working out. He's been eating like really disgusting looking foods for like the past like 3 or 4 months, where it's like we're all having this food and he just brings like, I don't know, like meatloaf and broccoli every day.
I ran as fast as I can. I've never run that fast, and I will never run that fast again.
Yeah, some of my athletic special skills are that I'm tall, I have long legs, which make me run fast. I can fit into small spaces, however. I'm good at getting small as well. These are all big advantages for me.
Unexpected.
Yeah. I fell down. We all saw it. We all saw it happen, but it was strategy, okay? I run so fast sometimes that it's almost like the world can't keep up, and then the rotation of Earth on its axis, like it kind of causes me to fall over sometimes. So I think that's what happened.
Keith is really taunting me with his attitude. He is. and it's pissing me off.
I don't want people to think that that's how fast I can run. I think I can run way faster. So just for the people out there watching, I can run faster than that, okay? Let me know if you guys want me to go faster.
So I've been hearing some rumors, okay, that the dairy cows are calling us floppy. I don't know what type of wieners they're dealing with when they're all floppy, okay? We like a good Costco, thick, long, all beef wiener over here, okay? We're talking about a Pink's hot dog, got a little snap to it. We like a casing wiener over here, all right? You know what's floppy? An udder. Got these floppy udders.
Gosh, Keith is so annoying. This is just like what happened 20 years ago. Before they even yelled go, I immediately sprinted because my blood was boiling and it was boiling hot outside.
You know, before we start these games, I'm looking around, I'm looking at the field, I'm looking at these games, and I'm assessing my team, I'm assessing the other team, and I'm like, what should we do here? And I realize that even if we tried to get 7th, we probably won't. We're too strong, we're too fast. So we need to play into that, and we need to just gun it. We need to fire at all cylinders and go all out and try to get those top 3 spots, get all those points, and I think we win no matter what.
It's taken 3 years for me to give Spencer the genuine ick, and it sucks that it was on camera. No, my shirt is fine. My shirt was fine, and my shirt will always be fine.
Angela's shirt was messed up and she looked like an idiot.
No, he told me Hamilton wanted Tony in an attempt to get me distracted, and I'm not falling for it. They wanted Tony 10 years ago. Not again. You don't give Tonys to old musicals unless it's a revival. And then you would give it to them. Because what a musical.
My goal is to, with these really high quality cameras, look really gorgeous while running. We're the underdogs because it literally is in our name.
Underdogs. The Hollywood underdogs. Can you read my shirt for me?
It doesn't. It says hot dogs, not underdogs.
That's what underdogs.
Oh, the dog is under the Hollywood.
Exactly.
I feel like my team didn't acknowledge my athletic ability. Like, I'm really freaking fast. Like, look at this. Watch it.
Can you address the BBL rumors?
I just have a fat ass. I just have a fat ass. Like, is that making, like, people uncomfortable?
No one has that nice of an ass. No one.
She's saying it's real.
Well, my feelings about it being a BBL are real too, so.
Sorry, I just need a second. Thank you. Okay, I'm okay.
Just shut up, Angela! You smell like hot dogs!
I can confirm that the other team does smell like old hot dog water. As a fan of hot dog water, I enjoyed it personally.
I don't know who's saying that anyone's wearing earplugs to be around Angela. It's not true. I don't need earplugs. You know, I listen to my team. Whatever my team has to say or what they're screaming, I'm hearing it, and I'm not gonna shut away from that.
Have you had your hearing checked recently?
I haven't had my, sorry, what was the question? I couldn't quite hear you.
Shut the fuck up, Angela!
Noah's jump was so impressive and so high, I started to sweat a little bit. Then I hear this annoying voice yip-yapping from the other side.
At this point, we had had enough. We had had enough. Chance, Courtney, and I were finished with the shit talking from the other team, so we decided to put an end to it. So we go, next time Angela opens her mouth, we're going to that other team and we're going to pick her up and put her down.
I missed a kiss on Summer Games. I completely missed 2 straight men kissing on Smosh. Nobody kisses enough anymore. Why is nobody kissing me? Well.
Chance also said that everyone on your team had to wear earplugs to be around you screaming.
That's a lie. He's being creative and it's not funny.
He described it as the sound of a banshee.
He described my scream as the sound of a banshee. Really creative. I've never heard that one before. Well, he sounds like somebody that's just trying to be funny.
I am always thrown off by that annoying voice that thinks she's so funny.
You know, I gotta admit, out of everything, the jump scares me the most. I have a disadvantage compared to a lot of the other people by a good half a foot on some of them. But I'm glad that some of the tallest people are on our team, so they're gonna make up for that. So all I can do is just get as low down to the ground as I can and shoot off and just reach for the sky, shoot for the moon, hope that I hit a Southwest airliner on the way. That's right. I shot for greatness and I was perfectly mediocre, which is the goal in life.
When Ian jumps, I say he got the senior citizen discount. I genuinely felt bad for that. I don't know, shit-talking Spencer, Chance, all of them, it feels fine. When you shit-talk Ian, his eyes are like kind of puppy dog. And I feel like I went too far.
The whole Get Seventh was honestly a sexual awakening for me. I mean, seeing my fellow cast members just jump like off the ground. I mean, I didn't realize what this was gonna do to me, you know? And trust me, I'm not trying to get messy.
Here's the thing, when everybody kept being mean, it's like, you know, we're all friends here. And I was just trying to have a good time.
Damn, I said that. That's some good shit talking.
I was accused of clogging the cast toilet, and, you know, in previous years, those allegations might have devastated me, but I've been working on myself and, you know, just embracing who I am. But, you know, we work hard, we shit hard. And, you know, those school toilets, they're made for kids. Sometimes a big boy comes in, you know, you gotta show who's boss.
So a little bit about my personal athletic past. Growing up, I had really bad vision, so I played baseball, I played soccer, was not very good at either of them. 1 year playing baseball, my batting average, .087. So I can't hit a ball, but I sure can throw it.
Spencer's a gamer, so Spencer's got these little paws that can clench a controller like you've never seen. He spends hours and hours in his room doing who knows what. So I know that palm's got some meat to it. He's really got, Spencer's got that grip.
When my team was so sure I got 7th in the throw, that was another instance where I was like, maybe I should have thrown harder. Because I feel like when I threw, I was throwing to make it into 7th place. I feel like I was doing the most average throw I could. I was just happy that there was a spiral in the throw.
I am a 7 girly. I throw perfectly medium. Can you believe?
Damien said that you said you can't read, and he feels bad about that. Any comment?
That's Damien's white guilt. It is okay. And I can actually read.
I think those balls are messed up. I think Deflategate on those balls. The balls have like a little, like they make noise when you throw them, but they didn't throw like a normal ball. I have a better arm than that, and everyone should know that. Whatever that was, I choked. I think I put I didn't use my full body. Like, I just kind of went, my body stayed this. I should have, yeah.
We've got some good people on our team who can throw. Unfortunately, that's not me. I cannot throw. I'm not good at throwing. I'm decent at catching. This is now a metaphor. This is now a metaphor. I'm equally talented in both worlds. Except in the sports world, I'm not good at throwing and I'm decent at catching.
I'm going to take that football and I'm gonna throw it so far, production's gonna have to drive across town to find it. It felt great when I threw that thing off. I think I threw it a little too high, got a little too high up in the air, too vertical, but that's okay. I still feel really good about it. I know I'm probably gonna beat most of the dairy cows. The only one who's gonna beat me is on the Hollywood hot dogs, and that's fine. You know, we got a team full of guns for arms, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, my throw felt pretty viral. Here's the thing is that I didn't even throw it 100% power. I don't know if you noticed on the windup, it was actually very casual, very smooth, and despite Ian's heckling, I launched that ball basically into the stratosphere. And the only reason I didn't throw it further is because I was specifically told to not throw it over the fence.
The throw was the only competition out of the 3 that we could like actually see results and strategize. So yeah, we completely saturated the field around seventh place, and my only job was to get it far, but not win, but get it far. And that's not a problem for me, baby. You see these guns? Boom.
I'm feeling good. We rocked this. We beat them so badly, the games might be over.
It sucked that at the top of this game, it was clear we were gonna take the whole thing. And I'm saying it now, we're gonna take the whole thing. We're gonna win the whole damn thing.
Listen, we're Team Hot Dog. We won the challenge. We are wieners. That just makes sense. We are the wieners. And we weaned get 7th.
Connecting with my team means focusing in on not the question, but how the team will answer the question.
We spent the whole night before the game speaking to each other telepathically. So I think we're completely linked. I think we're gonna crush this game. There's no way the other team can win.
Going into burning questions, I feel like the weenies are in the right headspace. Like, our weenie heads are right where they need to be, which is together, like in a group. Like, we circled up beforehand and we made sure all our wieners were in the right direction.
I think I'm feeling ready. I mean, I feel like I know these guys. I've been working with these guys. They're my friends. I know them in and out. And I think our team really has the advantage of those tropes are really built in to us already. We know what each of us bring to the table, so I'm just gonna be honest.
Last time I was in a game about burning questions, was in a Summer Games, and everyone left pretty scarred.
Who on your team hates Ian the most?
No, I missed that. What was that?
So I'm a little scared about how this is gonna go, and feelings are gonna be hurt.
The other team is caught up in being boisterous and being loud and being little performers. Our team is grounded. We're locked in.
The sight of them is just so silly that it's hard to contain your laughter, frankly.
You're laughing right now.
I'm laughing right now thinking about them and their dumb faces. And they were, you look over at them, they were in a mess.
I mean, I would definitely be like, teacher, teacher. The note I got in school was that I was the best distraction for class material. Yeah.
Cheating? I didn't see any cheating. I didn't catch any single student cheating at all.
So this is technically my second time in high school. My first time in high school was when I guest starred on iCarly.
I picked Keith to go to detention because I tried in my head, I was like, if Smosh, the Smosh office had its own version of detention, who would probably be one of the first people to go there? And I just thought it would be Keith. I don't know.
What do you think he'd do?
I don't know. He's just a goofball, you know? He's just a little troublemaker.
They voted me the most likely to go to detention because they some hating ass bitches, which I probably would be the first one to go there, but they don't need to say that. I actually voted for myself. But I don't need them to vote for me. It's one of those things. It's respect. Like, I can talk about me, but you can't talk about me.
It hurt to see Angela win that first round because I had Ian written down and I erased it, and I should have just gone with my gut.
So I'm starting to notice, as we're getting into more and more questions of this game, that we're getting questions that don't feel so straightforward. It's not looking good for us, and I'll say that.
I'm okay with cheating in this one. I'm okay with cheating to win because, you know, what's the worst that can happen?
Spencer say that I'm always on my phone. That's facts. I'm a businesswoman. I am making an honest living on my phone. I do not know what people want from me.
If someone sees me scrolling on my phone, on TikTok at work, perhaps pacing in the lobby, I'm doing my work. I'm channeling my source of creativity and looking for something to parody, but when we're shooting, when we're filming, my phone's in the cart like everyone else. So that is quite an accusation that is not true at all.
Yeah, Arasha was doing a lot of flirting, and I think maybe somewhere along the way it got mixed up that this wasn't like a Love Island type show or something.
I am sorry. That height turns me on.
At this point, I'm convinced that Arasha is trying to distract me and throw me off. Listen, she knows I'm an ass man, and the BB allegations are working.
I was unanimously chosen as the flirt, and you know what? It's who I am.
If they're saying that their questions were harder, don't put that in there because it's not true and it's them being stupid.
I'll fall anything. You send me an email asking me for money, yeah, I'll probably wire it to you. When everyone voted for me as the most gullible, and you know what? I am gullible. I'm a believer. I believe people, okay? These are my friends. Why would they lie?
Arasha is not engaged. Like that is, Arasha was never engaged. This is mind-blowing. How do you, in the middle of the game, I find this out, and everyone knew it. I feel like I'm in the Truman Show. How did she Truman me?
There's something delicious about watching the other team unfold when Arasha's lie is revealed.
These are my friends. Why would they lie?
Why would they lie? I really did not mean for that to come out. But I guess I just assumed that our cast watched our content.
Bit City on Smosh. It's a great show to watch, and I do. Therefore, I was not surprised by Arasha's deceit. -3 points to everyone involved.
I'm hoping that this moment kind of scrambles their brains and makes them unable to perform well for the rest of this game.
You can't trust anybody. I can't even trust Noah, and that's like my best friend. Can't trust these hoes.
I am not ashamed to be the least book smart in the group. I can memorize Shakespeare. I don't know what it means. Two households, both alike in dignity, and fair Verona where we lay our scene. That's just like in my body. That doesn't mean I know what it means.
I'm beefing with Keith. I don't want to look at Keith.
She can't curse. I don't expect her to make eye contact with me.
Keith has never apologized for doing what he did Summer Games 2000 and I don't know, whatever year. You know that clip when he cheated in kickball? Keith, don't even let me get me started with your shit, you
Hey!
He never apologized to me. I'm still waiting for, hello, you have my number, call me.
Being excluded from a joke it feels like getting shot. And it's obviously not good. So, and asking people to repeat jokes, that's probably like getting stabbed. So overall, a lot of physical pain in this competition, much more than I was expecting. And overall, my body is currently experiencing a lot more pain than I was during Get 7th, even though I hadn't jumped in probably 10 years.
Okay, currently in my car at this moment, probably 2 McChicken wrappers. There's probably 2 cups of water from a McDonald's. There's probably an empty Ensure. There may or may not be a Burger King empty fry container somewhere underneath the seat. There's definitely half a bottle of water. There may or may not be an empty Gatorade Pedialyte in there, but I cleaned it recently.
Us connecting before each question was, in my mind, kind of the best part of this game. Whether we win or lose, we are truly getting together, and I feel closer to everyone on this team than I've ever have before. So we're in this together, win or lose, but hopefully win,
I love my team. I'm very honored to be a part of this team. I feel like this competition is making us feel way closer than Get 7th.
Most likely to skip prom is a very tough subjective question.
I feel like when you think about somebody who's gonna ditch something like that, like Noah and Keith are the classic duo that are like, we're too cool to show up.
I put Noah only because Noah's the type, he always ends up just in random adventures, right? We'll be at a convention, we'll be out on a shoot somewhere, and suddenly he's like, oh, I'm hanging out with this random guy I met. So I would assume with prom, he wouldn't ditch it because he thinks it's lame. He would just end up on a quest.
Yeah, so Trevor this. Trevor absolutely this. He was going with he answered himself.
I don't come across, I think, as a person who is like scared of being out in public. But I don't know, now they know. So if I don't show up to parties, it's not like a personal thing. It's just I get scared sometimes.
Trevor answered earnestly that he doesn't like crowds. I can respect that. I don't think anyone was wrong here. I think there was multiple correct answers, and we all guessed different things. It's an unfortunate situation, but it's okay. We're gonna bounce back from this.
This is the tiebreaker. This is make or break. I mean, like, you can't make this up. We have the exact same amount of points. Pressure's high. Who are we gonna send up there?
We are going to destroy the hot dogs. We're gonna roast their little wiener asses.
Sorry, Shane guesses. Shane literally guesses. We have to send him up there.
This is the most pressure I have felt so far in the Summer Games competition because I'm competing against a person I'm legally bound to while also being legally bound to my team behind me and being afraid of disappointing them.
I almost feel sorry for Courtney in this situation. You know, she has to go up against me in a guessing game. I mean, that's tough. That's real tough, you know? And look, I think we know what's about to happen.
Who could have guessed that?
Who could have guessed that? Huh? I could have. I could have guessed that.
I am devastated that I disappointed my team, but also didn't believe in myself. I never thought in a million years that they would think I could be class president. I literally tried to be class president in 3rd grade, didn't get it.
I would like it known that Keith asked if it was his turn every single time it was his turn. I thought it was a bit every time. Looking back, I don't think it was a bit.
Woo! The hot dogs, take it! Dude, we are racking up the condiments, okay? Every win, we get a new condiment on our mascot. Right now, we got ketchup, we got mustard. Next is coming the onions. Come on, get me them onions.
Yeah, I almost threw the game, but here's the thing is that it's God's plan. And God's plan was for me to almost throw the game because it led to the victory being even sweeter, being even more delicious and tasty.
To lose this much to the other team who just won and won't stop shoving it in our faces that we're the losers and they keep winning, it broke something in me.
It didn't feel great to lose twice in a row, but this is a comeback. It's a comeback story, hopefully.
Losing a second time. Okay, now I'm gonna pull the producers for a chat. I'm gonna see what can be done because, you know, this is up. This is not okay. Whoever planned this thing just has no idea what they're doing, and I hate them.
Everyone loves an underdog. Everyone loves an underdog story. So that's fine. They could win these first 2 games. We're just gonna, you know, let them have these, give them the feeling that they can win, and then we're gonna crush them.
There was a lot of self-doubt there. High school is all about breaking out of old paradigms. They're going to have to shift their mind if they want to win big time for realsies.
This felt really good. I did feel like our questions, we dominated.
I'm honestly sad for the dairy cows. Like, this is not looking really good for you guys. I'm honestly, like, worried for them. Because I feel like all the people with the good attitudes, like, we're a hot dog.
Such a close game, and then to lose for the 2nd time, I'm really feeling the pressure now.
When I find out we have a substitute walking in, I'm excited. I'm wondering who's this gonna be. And who walks in but Anthony? And I think, there's Anthony. There he is.
When I walked into this room and I was told that you were gonna be guessing the students who have thrown a dart at you, I thought that it would be easy.
He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's gonna be good at guessing who's throwing darts at his back.
I love a sub who doesn't know what they're doing.
I'm so excited for this game. I have an idea where I might do what I did with Anthony's slap. I can go, bitch, when someone else throws it and kind of it up a little.
Anthony's doing his best to look like a substitute teacher. Unfortunately, his entire vibe cannot be covered up.
I'm definitely seated in a not so great position. I mean, I'm front row. I don't really know how I'm gonna not get caught. This is gonna have to be really slow, strategic. This is gonna be long game.
With Damien not being around, I am kind of concerned, but at the end of the day, there's games that need to be played and I'm here to win. So let's go.
Maybe he's confusing me peeing myself with him peeing himself. We considered that. Nothing that Ian could call me could really be that offensive just because of everything that he's done on the internet over the last 20 odd years.
Tom, what's his name?
Mr. Tom Anthony, a true seeker, a spiritual being, always looking for answers. He does have a tendency to leave for a while sometimes for no reason, but he kind of feel like he just got back to the school, so handing over the keys was a safe bet, knowing he'd at least be there for like a day.
Mr. Tom Anthony exudes charm.
You know, obviously I have to respect this teacher. He's got tattoos.
His whole vibe is still giving guy who paints.
That tracks.
Nothing wrong with being sex positive, I suppose.
He's giving sub.
I respect it.
I wish I didn't know that, and I feel like I have to fill out some paperwork now and also go throw up a little bit.
I should call him.
I'm not sure why everyone thinks I'm a teacher's pet. I don't agree with that. I see myself as kind of a rebel. Everyone else can suck it.
Like, if that's how you want to get by, I guess I respect it. Kind of embarrassing.
I don't want to be called a little bad little boy, bad little girl.
She literally said, pick me. I threw the dart, and then Anthony picked her, and then she was upset.
Dude, Angela, you told on yourself. If the Hollywood Hot Dogs lose this game just because Angela can't keep her mouth shut, I'm gonna be upset.
Angela is very bullish, but like a bull with like a chronic illness.
I'm really liking the strategy of daring Anthony to pick them, and then Anthony picks them, and they were the ones that throw it. Yeah, that's a real good strategy, and it really seems to be working.
I really thought he wouldn't guess me.
Look, I'm near a desk. I have to quote Dead Poet Society. I have to.
Well, as a teacher, Mr. Tom Anthony is very qualified. You see, we, for budget cut reasons, no longer have to look for people who have any kind of degree or other qualifications, but I've seen the man do a handstand push-up. And I could tell he was doing Kegels at the same time.
He looks like someone that's been there. Maybe he's still there. Have we looked deep into his eyes lately? I'm worried.
I've been to hell and back. I walked into my parents'. It looked like hell when I walked in on.
Am I in hell? Where are we? What is this?
I did not know hair could grow in those places.
Oh yeah, there's a picture of Trevor over there. We're in hell.
I'm still recovering.
It's a sexy photograph, Tommy. I don't understand why you would think you'd be in hell seeing that, because I think it's very tasteful and cool.
I'm kind of proud of bio.
You know, Angela, classic joke. I thought it was very tasteful.
Awesome.
Everybody's so creative.
See, that's what the hot dogs are. They are immature.
I think she was truly doing her best.
I'll just be honest with you. I'm just excited that Angela knows how to read well enough to make a joke like that.
I think Anthony's he's playing this very method. He's become a substitute teacher to the point where he's not honed in on the game here.
I don't think you could be worse at guessing who's throwing these darts.
Mr. Tom Anthony doesn't seem the best at guessing, but at least he's pretty.
At least I gave myself something to do. So there, if you think I'm an attention hog, I'm not. I was just giving myself an activity.
I'm trying to fake him out. So I want to make it seem like it's someone from the middle or someone from the front.
I didn't really have a strategy going into this. I just wanted to throw darts. So just the act of playing is joyous. I might have gotten myself out right here, but you know what? For the bit, anything for a laugh. I need the attention. For the bit, I was willing to sacrifice myself. In many ways, I am the Christ figure of these competitions.
I'm so grateful that Angela and I were put on the same team. She thinks about stuff that I think about. And dildos. I feel seen.
Dildo, no, but maybe dildo, yes.
Being in detention for so long sucked so hard until Spencer joins me. When Spencer joined me, he genuinely also felt, he was like, oh, so we just stand here? And I was like, yes. How shitty is that?
Anything to get your punishment lessened, I will do. If I fall off a cliff, I'm grabbing people near me. I'm not going down alone. Why would I do that?
I didn't know this was a religious school, and that was biology, so it didn't seem like it really fit, but I was learning.
I don't know what the hell he was writing up there. I just knew it was wrong.
We probably threw like 30 to 40 darts at this man, and he got 2 people.
Which made me being out feel even worse.
Mr. Tom Anthony is a substitute.
We might be here forever.
Ian kind of came at me, jumping on to this whole BB allegation train, and I didn't really appreciate it. I am kind of like, hey, you're seated next to a pretty girl for the first time. Maybe don't call out her fat ass.
You guys want to see Arasha's ass and not mine?
The BB allegations are true, and it's a big one, so it's a BBBL.
What do you guys think about my ass?
Well, me personally, I don't like to comment on my coworkers' bodies unless it's Shane's huge rippling biceps.
Do you guys want to see my ass?
Every time it was my turn, I really tried to wait for just a quick moment of sub looking away.
Slapping is like the gateway drug to killing. No scenario where slapping is okay. especially if your name's Arasha.
Slapping me on my big brown butt. In some contexts, yeah, kissing could be bad. It's not bad when you're kissing my big round butt.
If you kiss, you get pregnant and you die.
I've never kissed before. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get pregnant.
Detention was a uniquely humiliating experience. And I will do everything to not go into detention again.
It was really interesting that Mr. Tom Anthony was choosing between me and Tommy because me and Tommy were choosing who was gonna get Mr. Tom Anthony.
You handhold, you kiss, and you die.
Does holding your own hand count?
Dude, Angela literally started selling us out. Like, Angela is a rat.
You know, I think that if she was really tired and wanted a Celsius, she'd rat me out for anything.
You do hand stuff, you get pregnant, and you die.
When I walked out of my parents, that acronym was being used and I didn't know what it meant.
An OTPHJ, obviously an over-the-pants job.
Sounds like you have experience.
Oh boy, do I. I do have experience.
Trevor, I think OTPHJ is a hand thing. I think that counts. I think that's a ticket to hell.
I don't do hand stuff. I just fully go for it. No hands. I just go.
It's a bold strategy of Spencer to rat us out to try to get back in.
I cannot believe that my teammate Spencer would even consider ratting out his own teammates.
I get that Spencer was ready to rat us out. I would do the same.
Wow, that hurt.
I'm just gonna be flat out honest. I'm pretty sure everyone, including production, thought he'd be able to guess more people, and he did not guess anyone.
You know, this wasn't super well planned out and was kind of a farce. And, you know, maybe that's the fault of the producers. I think it's safe to say I'm blameless.
If you're dumb, you will get pregnant and you will die.
I'm not dumb.
Okay.
Okay, so Shane throws the dart and it hits Anthony's face and I felt really bad at his face.
She's on my team. She's completely forgotten.
But the dart hits Anthony's face that Shane threw, and I immediately needed to tell Shane, like, you hit his face.
We have to stop and acknowledge that it's impressive that I managed from behind to hit Anthony in the face.
And then I didn't even realize that I had immediately ratted out Shane.
Angela, how do you rat out two people? We were fine. We were fine.
I think she was just tired of being over there by herself, and now she's dragging me over there too.
I mean, how could this have happened?
I thought from my vantage point, I'm the only one that could see the dart hit his face. So I have to go and tell him that he's hurt.
With the stiff Hollywood hot dogs do not play like this. We stay stiff, we stay hard, we stay focused. It's bullshit.
Smoosh skadoosh. You'll get pregnant and you will die.
If saying smoosh is a sin, then I guess I'll see my parents in hell.
He's not good with numbers.
This is why you're not a real teacher.
Well, I'm just glad he's here for the day.
I need to go back to school because I didn't realize how many sins I was actually committing on a daily basis.
All I remember is if I do hand stuff, I go to hell. But I think if it's hand stuff over the pants, I don't. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna Google it later. I think this is what school is like in Texas.
I'm just hearing now that he's not been able to correctly guess anyone unless specifically told who threw the dart.
It's definitely frustrating for me being so good at guessing to watch someone who can't guess. Anthony's just not picking up the vibes.
Imagine you're wearing a GoPro strapped to your face, zoomed into a whiteboard, and all you do is hear a noise and you see a dart fall. There's no way you could ever guess who did that. I think people should be applauding me for how many students I guessed correctly. I'm not dumb, right?
Every Catholic knows about the nasty 9 sins.
Everyone knows the nasty 9 sins. It's the follow-up to the other sins. I'm glad we're talking about it because someone has to.
Lust.
I think I multiple times kept accidentally hitting him directly in the butthole.
I don't feel good about a twist coming because I don't like surprises. Surprises piss me off. I'm pissed right now just thinking about the surprise, thinking about the twist. I don't like Twizzlers because they're twisted.
I have chills all over my body.
I don't know what it's gonna be, but whatever this twist is, I guarantee you the Hollywood hot dogs are going to absolutely surpass it. There is nothing that can stop us. There is nothing that can break us apart. We are the Hollywood hot dogs until the end, okay? Hollywood hot dogs forever! Hollywood hot dogs forever!
We're splitting teams!
There's a new team!
I could never have predicted that.
I am so confused.
Like, I was just getting so comfortable with who are those two teammates?
I wasn't expecting the third team, but you know what? Gotta cut off the fat sometimes.
Cutting off dead weight. They can suck it.
But I mean, to lose Courtney and Shane and Spencer and all the rest, whew, what a blow.
I definitely cried afterward. They were just as upset as I was to be leaving. They told me in private, you know, we were all sobbing together.
New team! Who dis? Yeah! Ah! I like the design of my other shirt better, but this is so theatrical and fun. Yeah! New team! Who dis?
Fuck the Hollywood hot dogs. Those guys suck. I'm glad I finally can say it. I hated that team. All of them, bad people. Smelled really bad. So I'm stoked to be here where I belong. Detention degenerates.
That's right, I called them the Ellen Degenerates because they might seem nice and might present pretty and great, but everyone that's worked with them knows that they're degenerates and they're awful people and they should lose.
Cool, so now it's a team of someone with imposter syndrome, a gamer who won't stop talking, a guy who can read, and a girl who can't. So I don't know how I'm feeling about this new team that has entered the villa.
Right off the bat, the biggest loss I'm feeling right now is Arasha. I feel like her and I were like approaching like absolute nirvana, and now she's been replaced with someone like Spencer.
I think Court and Spencer were kind of slowing our team down a little bit. I think our team chemistry will flow better and we'll be able to win more challenges in the future.
It is Angela and Shane we lost, all right? I don't know what they were really bringing to our team.
Detention degenerates?
So Angela and Shane are now a part of the Detention Degenerates. It just feels like that name is a bad word.
It's slur adjacent.
That's really offensive and messed up. Arasha's a pretty messed up person. She's very mean. She's a fake person, and she sucks.
Are we cats? I guess we're cats. But then Chance is gonna call me a
I can't wait to crush them. Spencer and Court, good luck. You're gonna need it.
I can't worry about Shane or Angela. The only players that I worry about are Noah, who I have beef with, Arasha, and Trevor. We about to take this game home, baby. Sorry, I should have did that.
Our team is now Arasha and the boys. Now we're just like 3 young people and Keith.
Ian, Tommy, me. That's it.
I don't like the Hollywood hot dogs. I think they're bad people. Let's not forget, the dairy cows still smell like absolute shit. But they smell like Resident Evil.
I have played versions of Silent Library before on Smosh Pit, but never in a real library. And god damn, do I love the smell of a library in the morning. Makes you want to shit. Isn't that what they say? When you enter a library, you suddenly have to poop? A bookstore? Oh, a place with a bunch of books in it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very excited to come back to Silent Library. It's something that we did a few years ago.
I'm so sorry.
I hope there's not somebody that has to like fart in my face or something. I honestly don't know what they're gonna do.
Going into Silent Library, you know, with my new team that's the same team, just minus people, feel pretty good. You know, I trust them with my life.
I have played my fair share of Silent Library before, and I know this isn't for points, but it is for pride. So I am taking this very seriously.
I used to watch a lot of Silent Library videos on YouTube back in like middle school, so I think I'm adequately prepared for this.
Boy, Amanda walking in that costume.
Oh yeah, so you probably don't recognize me, but I was actually the hot dog. Yeah, so I was the big hot dog. That was me under there.
I've been working on being more quiet in my life, you know. I'm usually a loud person, but I've been working on my inside voice, so I'm ready for this. Sometimes people say it's my sexy voice. Like, hey, what's going on? It's just like, this is my quiet place, though. I know I could do it. I know I could do it.
This librarian, Mac, they know what they're doing. I've heard that they tend to do it every now and again.
In my home growing up, my parents would sleep with the door open. and I wouldn't want to go to bed on time. So I am a trained, quiet person. I know how to sneak, I know how to shush, and I know how to pull stuff out of boxes and not make a peep. As I'm putting my hand in this box, I'm feeling a very wet and squishy substance.
Dude, Tommy with the handful of cat food almost taking a bite. Like, if anyone has ever eaten cat food in your life, you know it's not for humans. It's not for people, okay? I've had cat food up my nose. I've had it in my mouth. I've had it in my ears. You don't want cat food anywhere in you or on you.
Even after knowing what it is, I couldn't get out of my mind, that's poop. That's poop. That's poop.
The cat food moment was a fun little nod to my trauma, and I guess that's how things go here.
All right, this is fried cat food.
Stuff with food, I think Eat It or Eat It kind of beat that out of me. Yeah, I think Tommy crossed the line there, and you know, we're gonna pull him for a chat. The producers, I don't know what the producers were thinking with that one.
I'm all down for a bit, but sometimes things go too far. And Tommy, that was too far. Wash your hands, nasty.
We really deserved a point for that. No one else could do that. But Tommy did. He's one of a kind.
This is my first time playing Silent Library. I really don't know what to expect, but I feel like I'm known for kind of being able to keep my cool and keep a straight face, so this should be pretty easy. No, I did not get a BBL. I don't even know where you would go to get a BBL.
Can I just say, being blindfolded, it's really strange. Because, you know, at first I'm like, you know what, I got this. They can't legally put a shark in there. My mind was just going into the darkest places. I just didn't want to touch a bug. And I'm so scared. I'm terrified of what's inside this box. I feel like they could have gone harder with whatever is in that box, you know? They could have put in a tarantula or old text messages that I sent to my crush.
It's tough being on a completely different team than Angela and Shane. I mean, I have confided in them, I have chanted wieners with them, and now they're a whole nother team? I guess that's just the game.
This team is stacked. We got this in the bag. You know, it's gonna be a cakewalk from now on.
That banana whoopee cushion bit was so hard to see. That's all I have to say about that.
I have no recollection of a banana or a whoopee cushion, and so it probably didn't happen. It wasn't a good bit.
Sorry. I'm feeling pretty good about this challenge. I think I can stay pretty quiet. I'm very graceful, very demure. My strategy going into Book Tower Jenga is to be elegant, to be graceful, to be quick. It's really funny. It was really funny.
Listen, hot dogs are funny.
I haven't played a saxophone before now because it wasn't me. It was the hot dog. And I would love to play the saxophone. You know, I played violin back in school. I was very, very good, and I was gonna get a scholarship, but I didn't because I was busy, you know, doing stuff.
So I've done Silent Library before, so I feel like I'm pretty prepared for this. I can handle the shocks, I can handle the surprises. I've done Try Not to Laughs for years. I think I'm a good competitor when it comes to Silent Library. My thought process when I'm tackling these memes is essentially think about the saddest moment you can in your life. It's really dark, but it's really effective. We didn't have the water in our mouth because we couldn't get the library dirty, so I could breathe. I was doing breathing techniques. I was biting my cheek. You do whatever you can.
It's gonna be interesting. I hope I don't get hurt in some way.
Okay, the viewers can't see this from their perspective, but from our perspective, on one of the walls in this library are these giant posters, and they're just photos of this woman. And one photo is her looking normal. The middle photo is her looking absolutely ridiculous. Like she had a wild night. And then the third photo is her looking completely normal again. So we start piecing together what this story is. I say, me Friday, me Saturday night, me Sunday. You know, I'm like, that's it. What's going on here? I don't know, but Trevor and I start laughing about it the whole episode. Of course, he used that as ammunition against me when I was in the stool. I knew it was gonna happen. I hoped the reverse would happen. Oh well, that's how it goes sometimes.
The reason I was so confident in that bit is because not but 2 minutes earlier, Shane said to me, if you're in the chair and we're doing Try Not to Laugh, I'm gonna do this joke to you. And so then when he was in the chair, I was like, I'm gonna do that joke right back to him. So I knew it was gonna get him.
I can't be too upset about it. It was very funny.
Going into Silent Library, I feel good. I haven't ever done it before, but if there's one thing about me, it's that I'm good at everything. Yeah, okay, I have something to say about the pants rolling, okay? Because here's the thing, it's not that my pants are too tight. All of my pants fit me good until I started at the beginning of this year training for a boxing event, and all my pants got tighter. I swear, all my pants started not fit me. I had to go new pants shopping. I had to go shopping for new pants because my legs got so muscular and huge, and my calves are so big, and my quads are so big, and it's just really hard for me being so muscular.
Spencer's such an angel, you know. He loves cereal, he loves his friend's feelings, he washes his hands.
Oh no, Spencer put his hand in cereal? Oh, that's so crazy and yucky and awful. Oh my God. Wow, well, I put my hand in cat food. I was given cat food. So I think he should have left his hands milky and cereal-y for the rest of the day.
It's been a long time since I've been shocked by one of those things, so I was scared. Even though I know that like it's not gonna kill me, it's still that mystery of like, will it shock me? That like I don't think you can prepare for that. So yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, you know that was it was shocking. I was shocked. Ha ha ha. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
I have never experienced a shock like that. Like, I don't know what it's gonna feel like. It was scary. I never felt like that before. I'm okay. It's real. And I'll show you.
The thing with these challenges, like a shocking element or a sour element, I tend to not let myself think about what I'm about to do until the moment it starts, and I regret it every time. And it is so scary. I'm considering lifting my finger off secretly in the little thing to not deal with it, but then I wouldn't know if it was me, and then what if nobody got shocked, and then I'm exposed for lying.
No. Oh my God.
And they just keep dropping like flies. At this point, I feel like I'm gonna have to carry this team on my back.
I look around at our new team and I think, you know what, on a day-to-day basis, these are the people I dislike the most, but here in the games, we gotta be a unit. You know, we have to stick together.
I'm picturing Amanda fully asleep and then still in a costume, and someone comes in and goes, "Hey, Amanda, wake up!"
I'll gladly take the L for that because it made me laugh so hard.
So I had to go into the shock challenge now a second time, which usually isn't how Russian roulette works, I think. I think it's like one and you're done, okay? But I'm here on the chopping block a second time, and you just gotta smile through it.
Going into the shock challenge, I was nervous because, you know, I've seen people's reactions over the years. And I remember those arcade games where you put your hand on the little metal rods and it would electrocute you, and those always scared me.
Of course I get shocked. You know, I eat spicy ramen almost every night just to feel something. I don't want to feel that.
I was scared going in, but ultimately, it was all for naught. It was a relatively whatever experience.
My ultimate feeling about Silent Library is that I got away pretty lucky. Some of the shit other people had to do pretty bad.
Well, that's all over, and nobody farted in my face, so I think it was a good video.
So my strategy is moving into the next round. We're in the lead. We're gonna have to keep the pedal to the metal, okay? These dogs cannot stop, okay? We gotta push it to the limit. What else do people say? We're in the danger zone, all right? Lock in.
Moving on to the next challenge, as always, feel confident because again, I'm the best to ever do it. No strategy, just I'm the best.
Miss P seems cool. I'm not too familiar with her. I don't know who this person is. She's a little silly.
Miss PP, what an adorable little lady. Miss PP with her cup with all the snacks on there. She's like a baby.
She has a Stanley Cup that has so many upgrades to it, it makes a Gundam look silly.
You know, I've said multiple times that my name is Patricia P. And they always go, what's your last name? And I go, P. And they go, what else? And I go, it's just P. And then they go, okay, Ms. PP. Do you know how awful that is? Because I do have to PP a lot.
Miss P was very pregnant. I think that's what the P stands for. But she was wonderful.
Okay, when it comes to Miss P, easy on the eyes, hot, looks good, awesome, smart, intelligent, pregnant.
When you're being judged by a teacher for a relay race, you want to be on the teacher's good side. So I tried everything in my power to get us ahead. And if that means putting a little orange on her little thing cup, it's what I'm gonna do.
Miss P's freaking awesome. I love that she has a baby inside her. I can't believe you can make that as a human. We make smaller humans? That doesn't make sense.
Miss P, she seems interesting. I'm probably gonna call her Miss Pee-Pee just to like get under her skin, get in her head. I just like to bully teachers, apparently.
I miss my husband, Richard. Everyone called him and he had a big one. It was very big. I feel like some teachers that hated me in school were the ones that loved me the most. You know, the ones where you're like I feel like Miss P, like I keep her on her toes. Courtney loves me like a mom. She's never expressed that to me. It's probably because I know her worth. I see that she is a star. She's such a good girl. But again, those detention degenerates are gonna drag her down. They're gonna drag her to the depths of hell. And if she doesn't release from their grasp, she's going down. So.
Where do you think babies come from?
I think babies come from
No, kids should be reading a classic novel, 50 Shades of Grey.
It is a classic.
It was made into movies. It's a whole franchise. It jump-started many careers. Why am I still holding a Stanley Cup, like as if I'm Miss PP?
I think Miss P is a really beautiful woman. I think Miss P, in another life, could have been my partner. I think my team is trying their best. I wish they were more focused. I wish they were more locked in, but we tried our best with putting people in the right spot. So me being the person who does charades, I feel like I'm pretty animated. I feel like I can do the charades really well. Chance is fast. Chance knows books. Ian's there.
Ian, my guy, stop getting penalties. No one else is getting penalties.
I got a penalty for speaking? I'm not the one giving the charades. Why would I get the penalty? You can say, as the person that's not doing the thing, I can speak. I don't know what the f Miss P's on.
This is when we'll bring the team back. If we win at this, we're gonna win the whole entire series. We just need one more point to win it all.
You do need more than that. You still need more than that. You haven't gotten anything since.
We still haven't gotten any points?
Yeah, you know Silent Library didn't count for anything.
I may or may not have seen Miss P's husband run off with some other guy that had a bunch of technology. Hey, if they've got something to do, it's none of my business. All I need to know is that Miss P is happy for this moment in this game.
Miss P's husband is, of course, missing. She killed him.
No, actually,
I would not be flirting with anybody who didn't flirt with me first. I was picking up on some signals from Miss P, and I wasn't afraid to give them right back. I'm sure she talked about me.
She was asking to kiss my nose. And I was like, no, only my husband can do that. He loves kissing my nose. He loves kissing my little nose. He never kisses me on the lips, though. We've never had like a sensual kiss except for our marriage. But he loves kissing me on the nose. He even French kisses it. He just puts his tongue up here and here, and then he's done.
I feel like there are rare moments that I freeze, and in that moment, I froze. I didn't know what to do. How else was I supposed to tell him that I'm talking about France? This is an Eiffel Tower, right?
Arash's charades were great. The problem was me. And the problem is because I know I talked earlier about books, and I've read every single book ever, and that's one of the reasons that I'm so smart.
I know they claim to be best friends, but I'm reading what's there. I'm reading between the lines. They seem like frenemies. Have you heard of that? It's friends and enemies connected. I should do that with my friend Carol. Is there one already out?
Like, I don't know what Les Miserables is about. I don't know that one. I feel like people reading my lips, because I got some nice big lips too. So if I'm like, what did I just say?
No.
No, I said you.
Oh.
But I just felt like it would be the best way to go.
Keith is mouthing his words, or what he thinks are the words for the hints. I don't know if he understands the game, okay? You just say the words that are on the paper. He's doing like 15 extra things. He's trying to add in the articles of like it, as, was. I don't know what you're saying. Bro, I just need the words. French, battle, book. That's all I need, man.
Okay, the only reason I told Noah it was a book was because they put that on the sheet of paper. I'm just reading what's off the paper. They didn't know what Les Miserables it was.
The search is going a long time, and this baby's about to come out. So I might get a friend. He had a really good friend named Mike. They were really good friends. Best friends.
Mike, who works here?
Yeah, Mike, who works here.
Because I remember the days when we didn't argue as much. And I don't know what's happening or what's going on. There must be something in the water. I miss my friend. I miss my friend.
Do you think you were doing a good job?
I always think I'm doing a good job.
Everyone says Arash has a BBL? Like the surgery? Like injection in the butt? It's possible. Well, my husband got a BBL.
So you would know.
And honestly, I supported him. He said he wanted to look good in his khakis. It got me so hot and heavy. It was crazy. It was crazy. They didn't do well. And I didn't even give them a penalty.
That's true. We didn't get any penalties, and you know, Trevor's still really tall.
Being able to see Les Mis on the bookshelf and then see Spencer go, I immediately got it. And I never immediately get anything. And I ran so fast and I felt incredible.
I can feel that we're crushing this competition. We are a hot knife cutting through butter. I am amazed at Angela's ability to read my lips because some of these are hard. Mouthing Les Miserables, I was like, there's no way she gets this, and she gets it immediately.
Courtney is really good at charades. Like, very good at charades. She's a very expressive person. She dominated it. I knew it immediately. It was so good.
Richard loves Pride Month. Loves. Present tense. He's not dead. He's stolen.
Miss P's husband is gay.
Shane was taking so long making these paper airplanes that I was like, this is what's gonna cost us this game. This game is because the airplanes are too good.
We got third place in that last competition. And looking at the scores right now, this wiener's starting to feel a little floppy.
I miss my team. I feel like we had something when we had Shane and Angela.
You know, I think the tensions were high. Going into this challenge is high pressure. And I think that, you know, it took us a sec to catch our stride. And then actually we never really even caught it. But we really tried our best. And I'm proud of us.
The degenerates won? They're degenerates! How did the freaking degenerates win at this game?
Did anyone else know that Les Mis was a book? I thought that was just a musical. Did you guys know it was a book? I didn't know it was a book.
This game is crazy. It's Jeopardy plus relay plus digging.
I'm feeling good about Jeopardy Hunt. Our team is nothing if not active, okay? We are young. And then there's Keith.
Look, I normally host Jeopardy, so I know a thing or two about it. I'm on the opposite side of it. There's another element to it. We gotta be searching around for the answers. We're degenerates, but we're smart and we're fast.
Dude, the art team was incredible. The giant gym bag, this huge backpack, the lunch pail you can jump in. Honestly, I felt like I was in the movie Ants.
The constructs were incredible. They're beautiful, they're stunning. That backpack, Oh man, just wanted to climb inside it. I was told I couldn't.
On Smosh Games, we would have had normal size backpacks. We favor realism on the Smosh Games channel, and this was a step too far. I think backpacks should only be normal sized.
Okay, I didn't cheat. I helped Arasha. I just said to the left. Because I wanted to, in good faith, give some good karma to the detention degenerates. Because it does feel like everyone hates us. So I don't know, I wanted to be like, hey, there's an alliance here. And if she finds an immunity idol, she can let me know.
I didn't have an immunity idol. I don't even know what that is. She was asking me for that. I feel sad. I didn't realize that this was transactional.
I'm aware of what an immunity idol is. Why did Angela think she would get one by telling Arasha an answer? Did she think I was going to give her one, or that Arasha had one to give her?
I don't think the biology lessons are finally hitting. I knew that answer through meme culture.
At this point, it doesn't matter whether Spencer or I get it, just that we find something. I came across the same half pencil 3 times that said Xbox 360. And I was like, that's not the question. That's not the answer. But no matter how many big candies, giant fruits, backpack items the size of my head, I can't find the answer. I'm freaking out.
So I'm beginning to think that the answer I'm looking for does not exist. Someone must have hidden it. I'm not gonna throw out any names, but I heard Arasha floating that idea around.
Angela's just got a face for like throwing balls at. I feel like it probably happened a lot. Like when she was in school, like kids probably always threw balls at her.
Angela actually needed to get hit a couple times with those balls to knock that shit back into place.
Sitting in a giant lunchbox, I felt like one of the borrowers. I felt small. I felt, ignored, cast aside. And it was one of the single most awful experiences in my life, and I will be talking to the producers about it.
When Noah and Keith thought that Attack of the Clones came out in 2005, I took that personally.
There's nothing that hurts my soul more than getting a Star Wars question wrong, especially prequels, okay? That's what I grew up on. I failed myself.
I've actually never seen Star Wars, so I don't know if he likes it. But if he does, power to him. May the 4th be with him. Is it the 4th or the Force?
I do think some of those answers were missing. I think there were maybe some Xbox-related answers that just weren't there. And I should know. I, as the superintendent, play Xbox all the time. Get pwned, noob.
The digging part is something I am not confident in. I am not an I Spy child. Did I have the books? Yes. Did I stare at them for hours? Absolutely. So I'm very scared that I'm not gonna find the right piece.
Here's the thing, I feel great about our chances of winning this one because, again, my height and length is coming into play here. Long arms, which makes it easier for me to reach into the structures to find the answers that we're looking for.
I wouldn't call it cheating. I'm just playing the game.
Cheating is a harsh word for what Ian was doing. I think he was just healthily distracting.
I can't fault Ian for that. He just wants us to win 1 point. And I understand, because right now, everyone's talking about it. We're the losers. The dairy cows are not gonna win.
I started digging, could not find moose at all. It's much like my experience in real life. In my entire life hiking, I've always wanted to see a moose. No matter how much time I spend searching, I just can't find moose. I only find meese.
Ian was stricken with a case of affluenza. It was a wonderful teaching moment to say, hey, you're behaving like a jackass.
Angela's letting her emotions get the better of her, as she does. She's a very emotional, excited person in general. This time she needs to clock in, though. It's make or break. We really need to prove ourselves as the detention degenerates. Detention degenerates.
I helped Angela not necessarily because of having a soft spot for her, but because when she does finally snap one day, I want her to remember me fondly. It was kind of sad to watch, and I couldn't really just stand there. Had to do something.
So in Smosh Mouth, at the beginning of these summer games, I embarrassed myself, according to some, by referring to the hit Rihanna song as Pon de Replay.
What a year, you had Pon de Replay by Rihanna.
That was what. Why'd you say it like that?
I thought production slipped this in there just to mock me. Turns out they had this planned months prior. So I guess it worked out for them that I brought up the hit song Pon de Replay on Smosh Mouth. It's a good episode, you should watch it.
Pon de Replay. I just wanted to say it.
I'm feeling very validated that my useless knowledge of YouTube videos can finally come in handy. Like I said, this is all part of the underdog story. This is a tiebreaker. This is where it gets good, guys.
This tiebreaker is crucial.
We want points, okay? It's not about being fair. We want points. So we put the like 6'3" basketball player up against little like 5' Olivia. And what do you think is gonna happen, right? We have this in the bag. And look, Olivia, I love you, but like she doesn't have a shot.
Trevor was chosen because he plays basketball and was very good at it in high school, and he's got the height of a Valkyrie. Olivia was chosen probably as a goof or a joke.
Our approach is a David and Goliath situation. If you are up against Goliaths and you're David. This round, Olivia had a spirit about her. It was a fire, it was a tenacity, and it was a drive that I haven't seen in anyone else in this competition, so that's why we chose her.
The energy in the room is electric. He couldn't even get an opportunity to throw his ball.
Dude, Trevor! Trevor, how did you mess that up, dude?
Olivia! Yes!
We finally got a win. And it wasn't just because of me. I know I was the one who made the basket, but I couldn't have done that without my teammates cheering me on. And that's facts.
This moment gave life back to me as both a member of the Dairy Cows and as Tommy on planet Earth. Not only did Olivia score a basket, which was shocking on its own, but we actually won. Now, suddenly, I'm feeling like the Dairy Cows might pull ahead. We might go from losers to maybe winners.
Look, Olivia got up there and she made a great shot. And after, I couldn't even be upset because it was just so impressive. So from one goat to another, Olivia, it was incredible.
So we're going into the promposals. This is like the finale, the most important game we've played yet.
Oh my God, I am feeling so excited for a promposal. I don't know who the hell this guy is. I'm asking him to prom.
These games have been so challenging, way harder than I ever expected. But this promposal, we've got it in the bag.
If you don't got game like me, I'm sure you're afraid, but I'm going in this with so much confidence.
I have performed, obviously, in front of a lot of people, done a lot of solo performances, and every single time, everyone's been thoroughly wowed and shocked and been in awe, so pretty confident.
I never went to prom, so this is a big deal for me. This is very scary. The stakes are very high.
I just wanted to meet Baby No Money. We could not afford to have him perform, but we could just barely afford his stand there rate. We're just lucky he spoke.
I'm not nervous for performing for Baby No Money, but I do hope he lets me rap.
Chance's performance. I was so proud of him right off the bat. Moving from football to theater, the Zac Efron route, if you will. I was very disappointed that just at the last minute he shot a woman in the head with a fake mimed gun. I don't think that is good, and I don't think he should have done that.
Chance's speech really tickled me. It was crazy when he shot Arasha in the head. I perhaps wouldn't have done that.
Often the things we hate in other people are the things we hate most in ourselves. So I think he just hates that he can't kiss other people.
You obviously want me. You obviously want me. And you can pretend that you want to take Baby No Money to prom all you want. You kissed me. You spun this fat ass around, and then you kissed me.
She's been begging me all week to find an excuse to kiss her. The janitor was a very critical judge, and I can take a note. I did the fall musical.
At first, I was like, oh, okay, football. And then I saw his feet. He was dancing. And let me tell you, that boy was refused to dance until I told him to take dance lessons, and he did, and I could tell. He was in these big, like, Timberland boots, but he danced, and I was really into that. I gave him a 7, which is high in my book. So I was pretty proud of him. And, you know, he put himself out on a limb, so he danced.
It wasn't my best work. I was successful at what I said I was gonna do, which was be vulnerable. And I felt vulnerable up there, much as Mr. Darcy was very vulnerable in that moment.
Ah, Shane with his Pride and Prejudice monologue, really speaking to the teens with that one. I knew that boy could act, but also dragging Baby No Money into it was bold. Bold Shane.
I realize in hindsight, I should not have picked a monologue that ends with the other character declining them.
And that's why Baby No Money charged us extra afterwards, because he had to read off a script. So thank you, Shane, for your pride. And thank you, Shane, for your prejudice.
And here's the thing. It's my favorite movie. You know, the part where he does this with his hand, it's improvised. But he didn't perform. He had no light in his eyes. He was like a dead fish up there. And that was being generous. He actually deserved it more.
Mine was pride themed. No need to thank me. It's what we should all be doing, you know? So.
All I get is yeses, so it was just another one. I worked on this song for 100 days straight. I'm thinking about putting it on Spotify.
Do you think Baby No Money is gonna sign you?
He has a label? He has a label? I didn't know that. Does he have a label? Baby, do you have a label?
Oh, Keith. Such a sweet, sweet soul with an artist's heart. And yet he feels the pressure to call someone bitch.
Well, I mean, why would anyone want to listen to a song with the word bitch in it? So Trevor came in, as he does, playing basketball.
So here's the thing about spinning a basketball is that it's a useless trick. How am I gonna spin a basketball in a game on my finger? Who's gonna do that? I'm not a Harlem Globetrotter, okay? I'm like LeBron. You ever seen LeBron spin a basketball on his finger in the middle of a game? No.
Trevor and his dribbling, but this time he didn't need a napkin. He sure basketed that ball all across, up and down the stage, tripped the light fantastic. I would have liked to have seen some structure to it, so that I knew when it was starting and ending, and also he probably should have just cooked something.
It was great, but like, that's all it was? Like, we all had individual meetings with up to 3 producers to discuss our bits, and he just dribbled, and no one said anything? That's kind of wild. It's just offensive when someone gets on the stage and doesn't understand its value.
Here's the thing about a promposal is that it's from the heart. And I knew that if I sat there and I rehearsed something, that would be past Trevor. And I knew that in a moment, I needed my performance to be from the heart. So no, I didn't prepare. I just went out there and I let the ball speak. Yeah, you know, I shed blood because I leave it all out there. Every time, anytime, performance, game, no matter what it is, I leave it all out on the court. And I was willing to bleed for this competition.
He needs to learn how to communicate, especially if he wants to, you know, get the girl or the guy, whatever he's into.
I think that greatness goes unappreciated in its time. I think that that's a theme kind of throughout human history. And so I know looking back, 40 years from now, those judges are gonna look back at this footage and they're gonna see and they're gonna be like, I didn't see that for what it was at the time. But they're gonna know. I get it, they wanted to humble me a little bit, so I understand. No, yeah, so he did really seem like he was gonna say yes, and I thought that he was, and then he kind of did a little 180 on me. And I think that maybe that he was too intimidated by how impressive it was. Maybe he was feeling like he wasn't good enough to go to prom with me or something, which isn't true. Alex, you're amazing, and I would have loved to have gone with you, but I understand that people can be a little bit intimidated by me.
I kind of knew Baby No Money was gonna say yes because I appealed to his bias of music. I'm just honored that now I could maybe get a record deal with Baby No Money, so.
She asked me, she said, Ms. P, should I talk about things that bother me? And I said, yes, always, and put it to song. She's a star. I told her that she should go on American Idol. Yeah, because I believe at this point, Kelly Clarkson has won. Oh, Bo Bice, sure. Who's Bo Bice?
You know, I think anyone that's about to prompose to someone, you got a little bit of nerves, right? So we have prepared my promposal like to a T. We did a rehearsal earlier in the day. Everything has to go perfectly. Like if I mess up, it's not gonna work. Like no one is gonna get the bit. I'm gonna get 0 points across the board. So fingers crossed that everything goes off without a hitch.
But here's the thing, he's trying to break this thing, but a lot of footballers break that, not one person.
Oh, Noah. Not the first student death on stage this year, and it won't be the last.
He always has this scooter around him, and I'm like, you're gonna break your neck. And I thought he did.
I know my boy is okay. We got a telepathic situation.
So I gave him a 7 because I thought that's pretty good.
I rehearsed for about 10 minutes total on the Heelys before I got winded. And I was like, you know what? I think I got this. So as soon as I heard promposal, I was like, I'm gonna draw a Yowie.
You know, guys are into guys. I don't know many people who are, but that happens.
I was backstage for Spencer's performance, which was very disappointing for me because while I could see him attempt to Healy up and down the stage, trip the light fantastic, I could not see the Yowie.
Well done, friend.
Someone mentioned something about Yowie to me, and they said I should know what it is because it's close to home. Yeah, it was boys kissing, and I'm like, Yowie? Owie? Good for them.
Any illustrated smut, I'm there. I do consider myself an ally. Am I the world's greatest ally? Probably.
Brokeback Mountain. Have you heard of it? I thought it was very sad, but my husband loved it. But yeah, again, I don't know what it has anything to do with me. So yeah, we're getting a lot of Yowies.
Your husband is gay, and you're pregnant? How'd we get there? Did he close his eyes and make a wish?
She asked Chance and Angela to join her, and I thought that was very sweet. I just hope that she asked them and not told them. You know what I mean?
Arasha's cheer. Very diverse. Good. We like that.
Diversity is great. I think we should learn more about it.
I'm feeling really good about my performance. I really tried to use my assets, including my fat assets, and I feel proud.
They seemed a little bit like they were forced to do it, and they weren't good.
Lunch Lady was giving me some signals. I feel like I might want to get some lunch. I feel as though the judges were holding back just a little bit.
You know, being a teacher, you learn about diversity, Yowie, butts.
Me and BB No Money go way back. I know what appeals to him romantically, emotionally, sexually. So I feel like I know exactly how to get to his heart and into his pants.
He came out looking like a magician, but yet he didn't do magic. And then he put his hand through his pants, pretending it was you know? And it actually reminded me very similar of my nights with my husband. But
I acknowledge that the school board did not allow him to actually rip off his clothes, which is a good thing. I wish they would have read the script because it alluded to him wanting Baby No Money to fill him with.
I feel a great betrayal from the janitor. It was definitely the wiener handshake that boned me.
8 years he's been held back. I don't think he's ever graduating. And the way he like walked up to me and I went, oh my God, he's gonna play with me. We're gonna make a song. I was like, oh my God, the Baby No Money is gonna collab with me. And he just turned off the piano.
There's something dehumanizing about like being unplugged in the middle of an active performance.
He shut down Angela's music. I didn't like that. I thought he should have given her a chance.
It seemed like he supported almost all of the acts, except mine.
I don't know what that was, but I also feel like it kind of solidifies my thought of she's going to snap one day, and I'm glad I can support her up until that point.
Screamo, have you heard of that? It's a form of singing, I think. I really love that Angela went for it, you know, with her singing. I wanted to give her a lower score just because, but I gave her a 10. You know why? Because I'd rather listen to Screamo than and hear a song with the word bitch in it. And that's my truth, ma'am.
Oh, so Angela just gets to scream. She just gets to scream and she gets an almost perfect score? What the f, judges?
I think I definitely warmed them up into giving higher scores to everybody. And maybe if I was a little bit later in the lineup, they would have given me what I deserved.
When I found out we were doing this promposal before starting this competition, I worked my ass off to create something that would truly be show-stopping.
Tommy's song, there is real talent. He was the quiet kid in all of his classes, and now we know why. He has the brain of an artist.
I was so impressed with Tommy. America's Got Talent is next. He was incredible. He was a boy band. They were dancing really hard. Honestly, I was watching Tommy and I was like, oh my goodness, these lyrics are amazing. And then one of them caught my eye He was fierce. He almost looked angry, but dancing with joy. I tried to find him, but he ran to the bathroom because he was dripping sweat, so he probably needed a shower.
Of course I got straight 10s. I had 2 incredible backup dancers. I had confetti cannons. I was lip syncing my ass off. Shantae, I stay.
My promposal is going to be so epic. Everyone is gonna go to prom with me. Not just Alex, everyone.
I got secondhand embarrassment. It was really awkward. I was like, I want this to end. You know when you want a movie to fast forward? Yeah, I wanted that to fast forward, but it didn't.
I have no idea what is going on with Olivia's performance, but I am living for it. That is art, baby. Yeah.
I was blown away. And they were all dancing so hard. Again, very sweaty.
This was Olivia's opus. I mean, this just kept getting better and better. I was in for the show, and I had a great time.
Who knew Olivia had it in her? That level of skill and preparation. I'll never understand why, for every funny bit, she'll tack on 3 minutes of confusion before it.
Shout out to Selena. Selena made up the choreography. Marcus was there. I brought the hot dogs and the degenerates and my team together.
I always wanted to be proposed to by a flash mob, but it didn't happen. And that's okay.
It was a little hard to watch Baby No Money say yes to him as well, but you know what? There's room for everyone.
Yeah, this felt like an insult. He said no, he needs to stick with that. He said no to me, and then he said yes to like everybody else. What the heck?
I know for a fact that we are winning this competition.
I feel really happy for what I brought to my team. I got the highest score from my team, which was really exciting. But you know what? I have to give my team credit. Everybody else. Oh, there was Trevor.
These were some of the best promposals I've ever seen, and I am blown away at how good everyone was.
Roller coaster of emotions, because at the top I was like, we have to win. And then Spencer looked at me and said, you don't really win anything when you win Summer Games. And that kind of just dispelled it all for me.
I feel like we can do this. I feel like we did it. Tommy and Olivia came through swanging, and I think we might have done it.
I thought they deserved it, and they did a really good job, but it was close.
Not to blow shit up my ass, but I knew it. I knew it.
Downtown Dairy Cows, we took that game. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
To see Ian smile at the end of that, it's like a shooting star. It's like once a year you see that guy giggle. And it's good to see him. It's good to see him feel good.
Suck it, Angela. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Just watch for this result at the end. We got this.
So right now I'm feeling a little nervous, you know. I put my all into it. I tried to come in first place, which didn't work out. I'm just hoping for the best.
Feels like at the end of High School Musical 1, where it's like, can Troy also go to a Juilliard and be a basketball player? But also because the auditorium looked exactly like High School Musical. It could be anybody's game at this point.
I don't care if we win because I had a good time with my friends.
If we win this, it will be the greatest day of my life. And if we don't, I'm gonna talk to the producers, see what they can do.
I feel fine. I've lost many a time on Smosh Summer Games.
And we did much better than we should have.
We are here. We are learning who's gonna win. I'm telling you, I think we got third, but we left it all on the field. We left it all on those proposals, okay?
At the start of this, I was so confident. I thought our team is going to win. Things are looking good for us. And then we had 2 members of our team taken away. We had a terrible loss in study hall. Everything didn't seem to be going our way. There's no way that we are gonna win this.
We started at the bottom, and we're right here. We're right here. We're this close. I think we might take it.
I'm freaking ready.
Here we go.
We won! Woo! I was not expecting this.
Not even a doubt in my mind.
We won!
Is this Silent Library? Because I'm shocked.
I told you, baby, #1. That's it. That's the only way we're gonna do it, baby. Come on, shout out to my wieners. Whoa, whoa.
It was written into destiny thousands of years ago that the Hollywood Hot Dogs would take home this victory in Smosh Summer Games 2025. Never a doubt. I'm the greatest. We're the greatest. It feels good to be here. What's my prize?
I'm so unbelievably proud of my team. And the moment that I saw those guys running up on stage, I was actually so grateful to be a hot dog.
You know, everyone said, but they smell, you know, like hot dog water. And I thought, well, everyone smells. You all smell like BO. You all need a shower.
I was told there would be a monetary prize. There's money involved. Correct?
It's okay. It's okay.
We probably would have won if I didn't do that wiener handshake.
I should have foreseen that Ian was going to ruin this for us.
Just happy Chance didn't win.
I know I've talked a lot about this being from the heart and everything being about the heart, but I really would love a prize.
It is heartbreaking, but at least we're not in third.
I'm not surprised at the result.
This loss hurts. I won't lie. You know, it sucks to have to cheer on the people who actually won. You know, it feels unfair. It feels unjust.
Yo, congrats, Trevor, Arasha, your first ever Smosh Summer Games, and you walk away with a win.
We lost, but that's okay.
Being betrayed by the producers was hard. You know, talking to the producers.
When it comes to Summer Games, this year I feel incredible. Like I said, I told you guys I was coming for #1, and me and the team, we did it.
Honestly, this might be Keith's first win too. He loses at these a lot.
I've lost before. I'll lose again.
But we still beat detention degenerates.
Dairy cows for life. Keep mooing. Keep that moo fresh. Keep that milk flowing. Keep those spots trimmed good.
I feel bonded to my fellow wieners.
Keep them hides fresh. Shampoo, condition again.
I can't complain when I'm surrounded by so much competition that is bringing it.
Saddle up. Woo! Ride it out. Ride it out. Don't fall. Lasso. Whoosh.
There were some twists, there were some turns, but you never know where life will take you. And now we're #1, we're here.
Got me. I'm a little cow walking around the field. Heard them cows. Heard them cows. Har, 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 har.
At least I walked out of this with an incredible promposal performance and a hit song that won't be streaming if I can help it.
I'm a German Shepherd, but I'm herding cows, not sheep today. Har, 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 har.
I honestly had the best summer. And I learned a lot about myself. And I think I'm gonna join the NBA.
Huh, these cows are hungry. Give them some meat. What we got? What we got? Hot dogs. Ooh, feed the hot dogs to the cows. Nom, nom, nom.
There's no trophies, okay? But we are all going to Kirkland, and we're getting ourselves some $1.50 hot dogs. That was awesome.
See us next year, bitches.
Milk me, mommy. Milk me, mommy. We can cut that.
When it comes to Summer Games, this year I feel incredible. Like I said, I told you guys I was coming for #1, and me and the team, we did it.